Hey Taurus, welcome back to my channel. This is Jen with Lighthouse Oracle, and I'm bringing you the energy check-in for the week. This is for the last week of January. Oh, how time flies. And so this is good all the way till the 31st of the month, the end of the month. And so we're going to tap into the Oracle cards first to give me an idea of what your energy is looking like right now at this time. And then we're going to go into the Oracle cards to give some additional messages or advice. So let's put these to the side. And I hope you guys are all doing okay. We are in a full moon in Leo, which, you know, from a lot of astrologers and people that do astrology, they're saying that there's a lot of the fixed signs are very heavily affected. So Leos, Taurus, Scorpios, I believe, and Aquariuses are heavily affected. This could bring some like emotional intensity. It can bring some, it could also be like intensity in forms of passion, but also like misguided passion. I'm not sure. Because I like astrology and I'm into it. I'm very like, it's my thing, but I'm also not the most, like savvy in it. I'm like dipping my toes in and kind of like baby steps, right? We're getting there. But let's go ahead and go into your tarot cards to give me what your energy is looking like right now. All the decks that I use in this reading can be found in the description box down below. So let's see, what does your energy look like at this time, Taurus? Oh, and I was just mentioning too that, ooh, that one came out. I was also mentioning too that this is good for the whole week. So whenever you decide to watch this week, there may be a message for you. So yeah. Being a Leo myself, I was almost kind of hesitant to do this check-in. I was not feeling it, and that's why it's so late. I was trying to get my head together and I was like, no, my mind is telling me to just chill for a little bit. So, but if I can be one thing, I want to be consistent. So yeah. Oh, look at that. These cards came out. So we're just gonna, ooh, interesting. Okay, so immediately what I'm kind of getting, especially with the first two cards, we have the Knight of Swords. So I'm gonna just lay it out first. We have the Knight of Swords, we have the Eight of Cups, we have the Judgment, we have the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So I am kind of getting like a judgment call is at hand, especially with the Judgment card being in the center of the reading, and there's so much water energy. So if you have water in your chart, this could also be in your Venus, because your Venus is the placement of love and emotion. Also your moon sign. If you have like water in your moon sign, I would definitely check out maybe the water sign check-in. Or maybe this is just like an extra confirmation of a message for you. But starting off, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords often talks about swift thinking, very like fast movement, fast pacing, quick thoughts. This also can be very sporadic. So you can be like a little bit all over the place. The first message I'm kind of getting in my head is run like the wind, bullseye. And I feel like this horse isn't like, you see how this horse is like side-eyeing like the knight, and he's like, are you sure about this? Like, you see that? He's like, ew. Like a little bit of a hesitation, and the knight's just like, charge, we're going for it. And I feel like because of there was such, I guess, like so much action, like it's like speaking without thinking, kind of like do first, think later. And I feel like that may have caused some disruption because, you know, sometimes we move too fast, we move too quickly, or there's a sense of like, with this card, I feel like a sense of urgency, but it could also be like spontaneous to a fault. Like you did not think this through. And because of that, you kind of had to walk away from the action that you took previously. Which in this my cat has suddenly decided to start. He was so chill earlier, what happened? But and I'm seeing with the moon too, I feel like this energy kind of triggered some certain emotions that you had to kind of walk away from. The Eight of Cups talks a lot about, you know, like moving on, kind of like going into like a retreat mode. Like you gotta like rejuvenate your energy, because I feel like so much energy was spent here. You know what I mean? Like even your horse was like, are you sure about this? So then I do see, but then this is like a transformative kind of an energy. Like this is like a series, which is interesting, because then after this walking away, like you walked away for a little bit, but then you get like this Judgment card, and this Judgment card is like a calling. You suddenly get like this Judgment may be also, because this Judgment is ruled by Pluto and by a fire, is like a very fiery energy. So then it's kind of like a hit of inspiration. And I feel like this kind of, no matter where you are in this energy, I feel like if you're here, like you're kind of needing to take a step back, or if you're in this like, because I'm feeling like an overload of energy, like so much energy, and this leads to burnout, kind of like burnout of the mind, burnout physically. Like if you just start feeling really fatigued, it's kind of like you're like, say if you're running a marathon and you like say if you're running like a 5 mile or like a 10-mile marathon, in the first 3 miles you're like sprinting, and now your legs don't work anymore because you're just like fatigued out. That's kind of what the energy I'm getting from here. And so you're kind of needing to like grab your stick and kind of go and walk to a bench and just chill for a little bit and like kind of gather your energy back. And afterwards, it's like you get this Judgment call. You kind of, and I see like this, it's like you're kind of getting, this may come to you in a dream form, because I'm kind of seeing like it's like an answer from above, or like a calling from above. And the planet Pluto is all about transition. And being that this is a major arcana too, this is like your transition stage into happier times. And with this Three of Cups here, the Three of Cups is all about friendship and support, and like not using your support system, but allowing your support system to help you into this Ace of Cups energy. Whether this Ace of Cups, sometimes the Ace of Cups can symbolize like a new love. It can also symbolize self-love, love, like filling your own cup. And kind of what I'm also picking up, which is really interesting. I haven't seen this like combination, but if you notice, there's like a cross here, and then this winged, kind of like an angel person, and then you see there's like a cross here, and like there's a winged creature, like a bird. It looks like a bird, and it's dropping into the cup. And so I'm kind of getting like the same kind of a vibe with these two cards. It's really interesting, and I feel like it's like kind of Spirit's way of like, either like Spirit is like calling your attention, and then simultaneously it's like, hey, we're offering you this cup, and it's certainly up to you if you want to take it or not. But I feel like I'm getting that Spirit's offering you an opportunity of peace and an opportunity of like emotional fulfillment here. But you have to, and I feel like with this Three of Cups here too, you kind of have to balance out I am saying like you have to balance out your emotional state and your thoughts, because this chaotic energy, it's kind of like stopping you from, you know, engaging with your friends and engaging with your support group in order to fill that cup. And it's okay to ask for help. And I feel like that's kind of like you know, like the Spirit's kind of like, here's an offering, you can take it. And it's like, yeah. So let's look into your oracle cards to see what Spirit's advice for you is. I do see like wherever you are on this energy spectrum, because just as a side note, this is a general reading, even though it is specified for Tauruses. There are a lot of Tauruses out there. This also applies for Sun, Moon, and Rising, so that's like even more of a chance. So wherever you are resonating right now, maybe you're like, oh my God, like I need to do something, you know? Then the next step would be like reach out to your friends and get your support so you can build your energy back up from this. If you're here, then maybe it's like time for you to take a little bit of a break, retreat a little bit, And then you're gonna get your calling to, you know what I'm saying? So it's wherever you are. And hopefully, you know, of course we all want to end up here. We all want our cups to be full. We want to have our cups filled so much that it overflows and we can feed into others. And I feel like Spirit's kind of giving you like a little bit of a boost here too. And maybe it's like a boost in the form of friends, right? Your friends and your support group, the people that want to celebrate you are here also to help you. And if you're feeling stuck, yeah, that's what your friends are for. You know, your support system. And it's not, you know, sometimes we tend to think, oh, we don't want to trouble them. We don't want to bring them down. But if they're your true friends, they'll understand. And if they're your true support group, there's still boundaries in play, even though they help you, right? It's like they're not going to deplete themselves either helping you. It's that exchange of energy, right? We're always in an exchange of energy. So let's look into these cards. So this one, it says magical blessings. It says, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. And what did I say? I feel like, you know, with these images, this like synchronicity, that, you know, maybe there's fairies, fae folk around that are trying to help you. But I feel like it's more in the sense of like spirit itself, the higher beings, the higher realms are like I almost want to say like throwing you a bone, but like, yeah. I'm kind of getting like this wake up call is Spirit's like way of like dropping that first, like it's like filling your cup, and it's like, hey, it's kind of like training wheels, right? It's like, here's your training wheels, now you can keep pedaling, and then eventually we'll take them off because you can pedal and ride the bike on your own. So and there's nothing wrong with asking for help, and I just want to make that very, very abundantly clear. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. Because see, and I feel like with this, it's kind of like I will take on this war by myself. And I keep going back to the horse. Like, this horse is just like, hey, bro, maybe not. Maybe not right now. Maybe ask for backup, you know? And then this divination card, it says, embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. That was a tongue twister. Crystal clear clarity. But yeah, and I feel like if you're not into divination so much, maybe divination comes in all forms, right? There's like palmistry, there's tarot card reading, you know, using crystals, and, you know, kind of like divination can also just like pendulum reading, things like that. Another form of divination can also just be meditating, sitting with yourself, finding out like what is it about this energy, like where you can recharge, where, you know, why did you have to get into this energy in the first place? You know, why was it so sporadic and so kind of just like overly charged, and where we can bring more balance into. And also, like, what is Spirit trying to tell you? Like, where, you know? So I feel like, yeah, maybe divination. Maybe this reading is your wake-up call. It's like telling you, hey, come on, time to wake up. Like, this horn is just like, hello. So let's look into the last little deck of cards to see what Spirit's final message for you is. What does Spirit want to let Taurus know for this week? Yeah, this is some pretty heavy energy, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said earlier, I'm feeling it. I was almost not gonna do this this check-in today. I was just not in that mindset. But you know, we're moving forward. I feel like that was like my sort of wake-up call. Like, I washed my face and I was like, I need to, if I can just be one thing, I want to be consistent. Because I feel like I would be more mad at myself if I didn't do it than just like do it. And honestly, this is like therapeutic for me too, because I like doing this. So this says, that you have options is meaningful, rock on. And it says, if I could just make, sorry, there's like a retrograde. I can't even like read straight. Okay. It says, if I could make just 2 wishes, I wish I could somehow convey to you the profound depths of my gratitude for every moment of your life. I'd also wish you could somehow know your unimaginable importance, just as you now are, to the lives of so very many. And of course, I'd wish for even more wishes. Oh, shoot. You were such a good idea, the universe. So if you want to like take a picture of this, like keep this in your like album or something, and maybe this is like an affirmation, because I love this. And I feel like too, there's sort of like what I'm getting is kind of like, when I see this Knight of Swords, yeah, I'm getting like an overload of energy, and I'm kind of getting like that urgency. Yes. Sorry, my son, as called. Sorry, bro. Yeah, okay. In a moment. I have to give him some love, so, you know. But sorry. But it says if I could, you know, your just you being here is a gift to, and the energy you put out affects so many people. And maybe, you know, there's, because of this situation, like maybe you've dove too quickly or dove too, I feel like this is kind of like irrational thinking, like moving so much and trying to maybe like get to the end goal so fast that it's disappointing when, you know, it's like, I'm gonna just rush to get there, and then it doesn't work out, or things, you know, and maybe it kind of like, with this moving on energy too, I feel like a little bit of like a depleted energy. And I feel like it's like, just, if you can see, and maybe that's what it is too, you don't see the seeds that you plant, you don't see them thrive. And maybe in like your day-to-day life too, you're, you know, constantly helping others, you're like rushing in to help, rushing in to save the day, and maybe, you know, you're at a point where maybe you feel so tired of filling up all of these cups that you no longer have the energy to fill your own. And see how like this cavern, like this area of water, it seems like almost like drought like. And I feel like that's kind of the, you know, you're so quick to rush in and save everyone else, and that you don't see the effects of that help. You don't know. And that's kind of where I'm getting, is like, you don't know the power of planting a seed, and you don't know how grateful they are for your existence and for you to be there at the perfect time that they needed your help and that they needed you. And I feel like having more, and I feel like this is just the universe's way, is like, of telling you like, every moment of your life, whether it's good or bad, there's always something to be grateful for. Whether it was the challenges, the lessons, the, you know, like, it's just, and the fact that you have options too. The thing about, you know, sometimes we feel like, oh, I'm just doomed to be this way forever. I feel like too, we forget that we are very powerful creatures, and that we have options. We have the option to move and move on. We have the option to, you know, find new things that fill our cup. We have the option to stay stuck too. We have the option to constantly be in this like go, go, go energy, get depleted, fill up the cups a little bit, and then go, go, go again. You know, there's options. But the fact that you have options means you have also the options to get out of that energy too. But it also depends on you, which I feel like Spirit's kind of nudging you into this direction and not so much this direction. You see, it's like, so yes, this video, I feel like this reading's getting a little long, but I feel like this message shouldn't go, I couldn't like not say it. So yeah, fill your cup. This is your, if you needed a sign to like get out of this is your sign. See, divination, I am using divination here to tell you this is your sign to reach out to your friends, to connect with people that lift you up, connect with people that make you happy, and that, you know, fill your cup. And there's nothing wrong with that, because, you know, you exchange energy all the time. And so when your cup overflows, you can return it back to those that helped you. So see, exchange of energy instead of depleting yourself all at once. That's what I gotta say. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this reading right here for you, Taurus. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you, and let me know in the comments what you think. How did this resonate, if it resonated at all? And I hope that it brought some clarity. And yeah, I really hope that you guys are well. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in another video, okay? Take care, Tauruses. Bye.